AMD has always promised that Zen is a core suitable for entry-level x86 computers all the way up to high-performance server parts. Within that scale so far, AMD has launched EPYC for servers, Ryzen 7 for high-end desktop and Ryzen 5 for mainstream consumers. All that is left is Threadripper for super high-end desktops, coming in August, Zen paired with graphics, coming in Q3, Q4, and Ryzen 3 for entry-level desktops, being launched today. The two entry-level parts are quad-core Zen CPUs, targeting the $109 to $129 boundary and offering 4 full x86 cores for the same price Intel offers 2 cores with hyper-threading. Putting Zen on a scale, designing a core that scales from entry-level to graphics to laptops to desktop and up to server is very difficult. You need a design that is very power efficient at the low end of the spectrum, but can push with enough grunt at the very top. When you design a core for each of those specific markets, there are trade-offs you can make. Features for one might not be needed on the other and vice versa. Then add into the mix things like die size, which will directly affect the cost of the products, and the need to remain price competitive is also an issue. Beyond the core design, there has to be sufficient memory bandwidth and I/O for all the processors being made. Having a one-core-fits-all approach is tough. However, AMD seems to have pulled it off, going so far as using one silicon die design for everything aside from graphics. The Zen core has shown itself to be a big upswing in performance compared to AMD's previous generation microarchitecture, and positioned at a price and performance competitive level at almost every stage of it so far. EPYC competes against Skylake SP Xeons in important benchmarks. Ryzen 7 takes on Intel's HEDT at half the cost, and Ryzen 5 offers a 3:1 ratio on thread count against the Core i5s at a similar price. We've tested all three. In our reviews listed below, we also interviewed AMD's CEO, Lisa Su, as the first Zen products launched, making AMD tick a very Zen interview with Dr. Lisa Su, CEO. So far, all the products launched with Zen have aimed at the upper echelons of the PC market, covering mainstream, enthusiasts and enterprise customers, areas with high average selling prices to which a significant number of column inches are written. But the volume segment, key for metrics such as market share, are in the entry-level products. So far, the AMD Zen Core and the octa-core Zeppelin silicon design has been battling on the high end. With Ryzen 3, it comes to play in the budget market. Zen Gren Ericsson. The two Ryzen 3 CPUs being launched today, worldwide, are the Ryzen 3 1300X and the Ryzen 3 1200. The base specifications for the Ryzen stack now look as follows: AMD Ryzen SCUS cores, thread space, Turbo X FRL3 TDP, retail 727, cooler Ryzen 7 1800X 816 3.6 4.0 116 Manitoba 95 West $419, Ryzen 7 1700X 816 3.4 3.8 116 Manitoba 95 West $299, Ryzen 7 1700 816 3.0 3.7 5016 Manitoba 65 West $279, Spire RGB Ryzen 5 1600X 612 3.6 4.0 116 Manitoba 95 West $229, Ryzen 5 1600 612 3.2 3.6 116 Manitoba 65 West $209, Spire Ryzen